Hi everybody, welcome back to another video. So today's video will be a very exciting one because I'm going to be talking about my first time experience traveling by air with babies, a toddler and a baby. And I've also traveled by land with a baby, okay, all by myself. So I'm going to be talking about my experiences that I have. Hope one or two of what I'll tell you guys will help anyone that is trying to travel by air or by land when you're carrying a baby or when you're having a toddler. Traveling is very hectic as a whole. Okay, I'm feeling my hairstyle now. Like when you're traveling alone and now having a toddler and a baby is like triple work. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, I'm going to be inserting some clips as I'm talking to you guys how my experience is traveling by air for the first time. I didn't travel by myself. I traveled with my baby, a 5 months old as at then, and a toddler of 2 year old. So you guys already got the gist. Why? We move on. So I'm going to be inserting some clips, like I said, along the journey of what I'm talking about, so you guys can see the feel of what I'm talking about. One thing you should consider when traveling by air is time. When you are giving the time, when you finish booking your flight and all, and you're giving the time to come to so time, like you're giving 8:14, make sure you be on time because you don't want to miss your flight. They are so serious. Like if your flight is going by 8, make sure to be there by 6. You are already in the airport by 6 so that you can check in and settle down, because checking in is not even easy. The whole process is very hectic. During my own time, I lost my flight. I had early morning flight like around 8 and all. I don't know what is all about. That's what I don't know anyway. So before we get there, the hold up and all, settling down, hey, with babies and all, the flight have not taken off when we reached, but they have closed the book, or they have closed the flight. How will I put it? They have closed their registration or their booking, or their checking in, or whatever it's called. So by the time we get there, it was so sad. We missed our flight. They say we have to reschedule. Now, when you're asked to reschedule, that means you don't have anything you are going for. For me, I was going for my sister's wedding, so I needed to go because my sister's wedding was a day after, and they rescheduled me for like on Monday, and I was supposed to leave like that Thursday, so I can reach. Her traditional marriage was Friday, and then I'll miss everything by Monday. I'll miss the traditional wedding and the wedding. So that was the real deal there. They have to reschedule me till Monday, and thank God for my husband, we have to book another flight, another one altogether, not the same airline, another kind of airline. And thank God that one was already moving like before 10, and we're already there by 8. Basically, we have to go and book for another flight. He paid for another flight, then we have to use the money, pay extra, and do all those shenanigans. It was so hectic. Like I was over it. I was like, okay, if I go back to where I came from, because I was coming from Jos to Abuja, then Abuja take a flight to Owerri. So that was my final destination. But I lost hope. I was like, if they're going to do me like this, that means if I go back to Jos, from Abuja to Jos, I am not going to come back again. That was what is in my heart. But thank God, let me not say we have money or whatever, because it was hectic. It's not about having money. Of course, that will lead us to our second opinion on what I experienced anyways. So, but yeah, thank God we had all it takes for us to rebook another flight, and then it was successful. So my next opinion is about money. Money is about money. If you don't have the money, if you don't have the finance, please and please don't starve yourself. I don't know how to put it, but don't go for it, because flight nowadays is freaking expensive, and it's already Christmas already. It's Christmas period, so many people will be traveling. Hope this will help you guys on the journey. Maybe you're traveling by air or by land. First of all, I'm not traveling. I'm over it. Okay, until the next year. Until next year. Okay, hopefully next year I might travel or not. But I'm talking about traveling locally, like in Nigeria, like from Abuja to Lagos, from Lagos to just you know to Owerri, to Warri, to all those locally. Okay, I'm not talking about internationally. Okay, when you are on time, you are going to line up, find your airline, because there are so many different airlines. I'm not going to be calling this airline or that airline, or I'm not going to be mentioning anybody's airline. Okay. Okay, yes. So be sure to check in while you are there. You can check in online. It's also okay. So when you go there, you just show them the pass. So when you go there, you just show them the pass code or whatever. They'll just type it in and do all the shenanigans. You have to present your identity card, national identity card for me, and then for my kids, I have to present their birth certificate, and also my I think they don't need my birth certificate. They needed their birth certificate. Their yes, birth certificate basically, or immunization, just birth certificate. If you have either birth certificate or their immunization, you can go through the process. But for me is national identity. They are not of age to get national identity, so so my national identity contains all my age, my name, and all those information, so that they can register your information and all that. When you show them that, they will register you and give you your pass slip. Okay, yes, your pass slip. In it, it's like a white paper, then it's written your flight code, your flight name, and all those. When you are giving the pass slip, it's written your all your documents are there, your name, your flight stuffs, and all. I would have shown you guys how it looks like, but I think I've lost my, but if I find it, I'll insert the clip of the picture how it looks like or whatever. So they will give you that, and then they weigh your bags. That one is a very tricky one, unless you paid for business class. I know business class is first class. Okay, so unless you paid for that, I don't think they weigh bags there, whether you carry big bags or not. Your insurance is covered. But for normal classes, they'll weigh everybody's bag, and some of them are, let's say, thieves. Permit me to say thieves. They will just weigh your bag, and my bag was weighing like 20 kg, 20 kg extra. Okay, sorry, 20 kg minus. I'm supposed to carry 7 kg. Okay, like my carry-on. So they minus 7 kg from my 20 kg. So the remaining kg that is remaining, that's 13 kg. I was told to pay 20 something thousand. I don't remember the price. That the insurance did not cover me. You know, I'm carrying kids, so I needed to carry their food, their clothes, their food, their everything. So I cannot, if I was single, like I'm going alone, it would have been different. It would have been a different thing. But from Owerri, yes, we paid for bags actually going, but it was my husband that registered me. I get to know this when I was coming back from Owerri to Abuja, that the collected money I was asked to pay. So I don't know if it's that all the local flights, but of course you must have, like I'm saying, you must have extra change. I didn't say this, but you must have extra change in your hands, and they don't collect cash. They will tell you to transfer. They don't collect cash like the ones in Owerri. I don't know of any other airports if they collect cash, but the ones in Owerri don't collect cash. They told me to go to the transfer booth and transfer to them. And I don't really know. They don't collect cash. They are cashless or whatever it's called. I don't even know. They don't want cash basically. So then the transfer booth will transfer to their account, and then they now sort me out in my luggage. So after weighing the luggages that I have, then I was cleared, finally cleared. So you move to the next room, where the waiting room basically. Before you enter the waiting room, they'll have to check your bags again, and they don't want canned drinks and water, anything liquid. They don't want it, and oil. But I told them I'm carrying baby oil. I have a baby, of course I'll carry baby oil if I want to, so nobody can stop me from carrying baby oil. I told them that the oil I have in my bag is baby oil, but for you guys, you don't need to tell them that you have baby oil. When they ask you, do you have oil, make sure you don't have oil. Okay, if it's baby oil, don't tell them I have baby oil. Just keep quiet, okay, about that. I didn't know, that's why. So when I was coming back, I said, no oil. Is there canned drinks? No canned drinks. So they just pressed my bag and all, and then I was cleared. Then they saw like perfumes and stuff, but I was not putting it in my carry-on like the one I'm carrying, like putting baby drinks or baby pap. They don't want drink basically, because the water I carried did not allow me to go through with that water. But to tell you some secrets, if you want to sneak in some liquid, I didn't ask you if they catch you, you're your own. I snuck in some I snuck in some liquid like Fanta drinks and stuff for my children, because and drinks and waters, one water, but the small bottled swan water. So I wrapped it in my, when they said I cannot go through with the liquids, I'm like, me, Nigerian mama, trust me now. When I now reach airports there, I will now be looking for where to buy this thing, and I'm traveling alone. You guys, I'm traveling alone. Okay, I'm not traveling with any help or with my husband or just okay. I'll be here. Why my husband will go and hustle where to buy stuff and all those shenanigans. You know, kids. One want to pee and one want to suck breast. So it's crazy. It's really, really crazy. What I'm even talking about, it's not how it was like real life. I'm just telling you guys so that you guys will know the shenanigans of traveling by air. First of all, if you want to travel, let me chip this in real quick. If you want to travel with a toddler or with a baby, make sure you have help. Please make sure you have help, or you are going with your husband. Okay, make sure you have somebody. Basically, we are going with your husband, still help. Then, or you have help. If you're not going with your husband or any other family member, then make sure you have help, because it will help you along the way. Because these kids, when I tell you, these kids are